Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Jared from JY Media, and this is my non-spoiler review of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Getting right into it, this movie was fantastic. It's right up there with as one of the best comic book movies ever made. Like it's so good. Not only is this a comic book movie and a Captain America movie, it's also a political thriller, a spy thriller. Um, just so many things working together in this movie. The characters are amazing. The character development is great. The backstories are well thought out. Um, just so much in this movie is so well done. I honestly don't know whether I'd put it above Avengers or at the same level as Avengers. It's very hard for me to figure that out right now. I need to see it more. Um, but this is a fantastic movie. It's really well done. Um, all the old cast is back, um, including Peggy Carter in one scene, which is very nice. We have Samuel L. Jackson, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, and we also have some new characters such as the Falcon, which is Anthony Mackie. He plays it very well. I love the design of his costume, his militaristic flight suit. It's kind of like the what is it? It's kind of like the newer version of his comic book costume, um, the Infinite series or Infinity series, I think. Um, Falcon costume, and it just looks great. The way they use it in some of the fight scenes and some of the action is really well thought out. Um, One of my biggest pluses of this movie is the fight scenes. It's just so fluid and so in your face that it just makes the whole combination work. Um, One of the opening scenes, you really get to see how Captain America uses his shield in battle. It's just, you know, the different ways that he uses it to ricochet or um, hitting somebody and it coming right back to him so he can block a bullet or something like that is so expertly done. It's just visually really cool. Um, some of the villains in this movie are really well portrayed. Batroc uh, played by George St. Pierre, who is a UFC fighter, and he actually did a good job in this movie. He had very little in the way of acting, but his fight scene was great. The parts where he did speak were very well delivered. It was a very casual. I guess it would be a very casual role for him, um, and it worked. It was really well done. Um, we had we also had Robert Redford in this movie, who played Alexander Pierce, who is part of the World Security Council, who oversees Shield, and he did an amazing job in this movie. Samuel L. Jackson did an amazing job. We got to hear some more backstory for Nick Fury, as well as a lot of backstory for Black Widow. And Scarlett Johansson played that really well. We got to see some of her emotional depth and some of her struggles within herself. Um, just so much about this movie is really, really amazing. And if you haven't seen it yet, definitely go see it. it deserves to be seen on the big screen repeatedly. I'd say go see it multiple times. It's that good, and yeah, just so much about this movie is like I can't even. This is a non-spoiler review, so I can't even say what goes on because it's just so much happens. And just an FYI, there are two post-credit scenes. Um, most people got used to one, and then they walk out. Um, the last couple movies, they've started doing two, um, and yeah. So just don't leave the movie until after the second post-credit scene, no matter where it is. It's watch all the credits post-credit scene, and then you can go because it's. I find it funny when people still leave after or right after the movie ends and the credits start to roll, when you know there's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. It just makes me laugh. So yeah, there's two post-credit scenes. They're both great. They're both really interesting. Um, yeah, this was just a brilliant movie, and not just a comic book movie, but a movie in general. It's so well made that you really have to wonder how much higher Marvel's um, level of production can get, because the scale of this movie is gigantic and it's so well done. The writing, the acting, the production design, the costumes, everything is so high above what people would expect from a superhero movie. It's just like I don't know where they can go from here. It's just amazing. So yeah, overall, I give this movie a solid 9.5 out of 10. There are a few scenes where it seemed a bit slower and it dragged on a little bit, but solid movie, really well made. It's just you can't you you have to see this movie. It's a must. It's a must see for this year. And remember, this is just my opinion, but right now on Rotten Tomatoes, it has I believe, 89% critic rating and a 95% audience rating. So obviously, I'm not the only one with this opinion. So it's a great movie, must see for the year. Go see it. 9.5 out of 10. Remember, medium matters, and I'll see you guys next time.